crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give to the back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
They'll send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. FIU pushing tempo. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many.
There he goes! He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the PAT. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Oh, he found a space on the right. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got him first down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
That's caught. It's Moore. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Rides the back on the option to give. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires on the move. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Vick. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll give it to him again. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. FIU pushing tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Vick. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Right down the middle. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, fourth down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Back to throw, it's Vick. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You know, and I think a more accurate throw gives him a chance to catch that in stride, turn upfield, and get the first down. He was able to pluck it out of the air, get his foot down and bounds, but now it sets up fourth and short.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can, and here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top, otherwise this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, FIU. And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He leaves it with his back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Looking to throw, it's Vick. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Let's go. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Here we go. He wants to throw it. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Florida International 28, Texas 12.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start this up.
There he goes. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Offense backed up inside their own 10-yard line. You got to give yourself some space to work, so you dial up the run play, and your offensive line delivers. Huge holes up front for that big game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
FIU pushing tempo. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got 4th down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play call.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Vick. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Longhorns are rolling down the field.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
At the 35, he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Creates a little space. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers. And the stomping has commenced.
Number 28 with the carry.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers.
Returner is brought down at the 14. And your Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Offense in a split backfield. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. You know, listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Braxton. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On the run, it's Jackson. Bulldozes his way through.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida International. Looking for the 2-point try. Pushes toward the goal line. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Looking downfield. Snags it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so...
There he goes! The 50. The 40. Inside the 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! Great job by the back on the option. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to bully their way in. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air, it's Braxton. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got a man, it's Jordan. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, FIU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Bringing the heat. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the air, it's Braxton. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instinct.
Lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Back to pass, it's Braxton. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love the competitive nature of this quarterback. Yeah, he's thrown some picks in this game. He's put his team in a hole, but he's still out there trying to make throws to bring his team back.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Let's go. To the air on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going for it all. Reels it in down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Florida International. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Braxton. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions,
Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll run it. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Braxton. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. They'll line up to go for two. They'll try to slam it in. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 50, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team. Touchdown!
And this is blowout city. This